I feel like I think this is my 10th videotape, and I keep just trying different things and changing my clothes and stuff just because I can't fight my perfectionism, and I feel like the hardest thing here is the speaking another language and the way it sounds. It's like it's not perfect, right? And yeah, and every time when I'm just playing the tape, I just like, I don't know, just um dying in fire of shame. I don't even know how to say it, but just yeah, making content in a different language really sucks. But I mean, I know that the more videos I will do, the more videos I will take, the more videos I will do, the better I will, and the more comfortable I will feel, and which is even more important, the better my English will be. So, because I never had a single lesson of English in my life. I immigrated to America some years ago, but I never learned English in my life. I used to learn German in a school because I don't know, my parents decided that it's gonna be funny for like growing in post USSR country learning German instead of English. So it's just life's irony, I guess. Yeah. So hope you understand me. I hope, but um, the reason I want to make this video and this channel and everything is not about me, so I have to just stop focusing on that. It's just yeah, it's just the reason I want to make all this channel and especially this type of content that I'm gonna make is um, to help you and to help people out there. So I hope you understand because I'm trying to make it better for you. Um, what do I mean by that is that there is a lot of our world is oversaturated with different kind of information, mindsets, viewpoints, philosophies, psychology tricks, um, with a lot of stuff, and you see that, and with this, as I call collective mind, which is the internet, obviously we have so much access to so much different information, and it just makes just like the brain go crazy, and especially when you are not that kind of person who just like know everything from a very young age, and you had a kind of a healthy childhood, and you are kind of healthy, and you understand, you have a strong sense of um, uh, good and bad, and you know what's good, what's bad, what you have to do, what you have to avoid, and you just go straight to your goals through the life. You have this kind of walls uh that are not letting you turn and you know move somewhere where you don't have to move, and you just like um, pursue your own goals. uh, there's not that many of people like that, unfortunately, in our world, because we all are kind of traumatized, and we all have different things, and like uh, in our mind we have that box with our shadows that is kind of closed, but sometimes it just opens in a really wrong moments, and we just like get lost for a really long time. Yeah, and another thing is, after a couple of minutes of speaking, my brain just like a battery. It just um, after a couple of minutes of speaking, the battery of my brain is just lowers, and it just shuts down, and it's really hard to focus. So we'll see. Maybe I'll be cutting parts when I'm just having this brain freeze, or I will leave them. I don't know. Yeah, and especially that we are coming from really traumatized generations. Like our grandparents and their parents, they all went through a lot of struggle, a lot of wars, and lack of food. It was just straight up survival mode. So of course they have a really different um, view and understanding of this life, and really different with what we actually uh, need to have. Uh, and we are in a way more sensitive, way more empathetic, and we easily get traumatized by that strong mindset uh, of those strong people. Uh, and the thing is, I feel like with um, everyone, every person, most people, they really don't understand what they want to do, and um, we all tend to um look inside at different points of our life. Uh, Look inside to understand ourselves and understand what life we want to live, and who we are, and what are our talents, and and all this different stuff. uh but and when we do that, of course, today in today's world we open the internet because there's a lot of information, and when we do that, we get lost even more, especially when we are really young, when we don't have experience, because when you're young, when you're under, I would say 25, 27, 28, especially if you had like a lighter childhood and growth, uh, we just in this age we have this how's it called, youthful maximalism, when we feel empowered, and we feel that we can do a lot, but at the same time we don't have experience. So we, like a sponge, we absorb all the information that comes, that that's that seems interesting to us. Every single person wants to understand life and find the meaning of it, and there's a lot of materialistic people too that don't care about that, and or don't pay attention to that. It's not that important for them, and they prefer just making money and just be materialistic, and it works for them. So if it works for them or for you, then no problem. It's The point is, find what works best for you. And if you're lying to yourself that it works for you but it doesn't, you'll probably have a point when you will need to reconsider your mindset and opinion on that. and life is goes really fast, but it's really long, and I think there's a certain logic in that, because doesn't matter what you do in life, have you have a time to recalibrate uh, things about your life, wrong opinions, wrong decisions, uh, wrong mindset, and etc. So I want to just start from talking about like fundamental things, fundamental things for personal growth, that we really neglect. And I feel like there can be strong individuals that you can see, um, that looks strong, that looks very manly, if I can say that. But it's not about how you look or what aura you have, but there's something deeper in those auras. And there's a lot of people who used to have some auras, but then after some years they were fucked up, and they just became alcoholics or drug addicts, because they really didn't have that um, framework of their identity, and they um, it's usually a problem of ideology. I think ideology is a really big thing, and it's not about religions um or this kind of stuff, but it's more like your own philosophy, and um, how you see this world. And I find this really important, because we really, and I was the same, we tend, especially when we are younger, we tend to just, we don't think a lot, we just want to make money. Especially we see um, different examples, other people making a lot of money and everything, and we are very material when we are young, and we can also feel that we are spiritual, but um, we don't have this trauma of failing. We don't have this uh, prefrontal cortex developed enough, so we don't really look too much forward. We just want to have things now. And but as we grow up, and every single person goes through this, that's why the existential crisis, especially the first one, when people turn um, over 25, 26, 27. I think first starts from 25 to 28, 29, and it's a really big thing. And all the people who went through this, they they can really agree with me that it's a really big thing, and it just reshapes you, it just reshapes your identity. You just, and it's it's just hard to it's just hard to explain what is that. You just have to really live through this, and you just have to really feel it. So with all that being said, let's just start, because my battery goes lower, and I think I will just need to take a break and continue this video a little later too. But we will see how far I can go this time. I want to talk about responsibility, because I feel like responsibility is it's a really important thing. It's a really important factor uh, of successful, of right personal growth. And society, like people in our world, really neglect that factor, that quality. And I think it's also like not an anchor, it's more like It's more like a rope that you can, if you want to grow as an individual, as a person, and you don't know where to start, and you just start working hard, and you just get like burned out, and you get lost, and you can't control yourself, your behaviors, you start trying to get back that energy, and you start smoking like nicotine, vaping, drinking drugs, and everything to just get more energy, to avoid that. And when you're really young, you don't understand that, but when you face first like real challenges, and when you fail especially, it's really your brain starts making the tricks you never could really imagine could happen um, with you, like you tricks that you can't, not always can really track. um, and like responsibility, as I said before, is a thing that it's like a rope of a riding boat, if it if I translate it correctly. So if you want to grow as a person, responsibility is like that rope. You just need to just take it, and it will just uh, move you forward. Maybe slowly, but it's like it's one of the things that are working regardless. Uh, and also, I feel like on another hand, there's so many people, like, I don't know, 90% of people who really don't take responsibilities. And responsibility is really wide and deep term, quality, and there is a lot of different kinds of responsibilities. But we, as a human beings, always tend to avoid responsibilities. For example, we can take responsibility for some things that we find important. For example, taking care of our family, but at the same time, we neglect responsibility for our health, and to so we can live longer and take care for our family for a longer time, and so our family don't suffer when we die early. This is also our responsibility too, and we tend to just take one responsibility and just get rid of all the rest, because it's just we explain ourselves that okay, we took this responsibility, and this is very important, everything else is just like the secondary. But it's not right, and I think the most powerful people are those who take as much responsibilities as possible. And if you want to become a really powerful human being, and it's not only about the power that you will have outside, but it's about inner power. You get the point what I mean. And so let's just start. I will be reading a lot from my computer, because I put some notes there before, so it's easier for me. But I think I already talked a lot about this. Like, the intro is pretty long, but again, it's really hard to structure my thoughts properly when I'm translating them all the time. So let's start.